Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. I thought I'd do a little companion video. I have one on making some swords out of files and acetylene torch handles. Now I'm going to give you one on making some smaller items that are more like daggers made out of, you may recognize this, hose nozzles, garden hose nozzles. These beautiful things. Every one seems to be different. And start with that for the handle. An old file. Lots of grinding and sanding on that. Take the knob off of a torch handle. Here's another one. Something like that. That'll ultimately become part of this. This part won't be used. And put that all together, and this is what you get. Small dagger. So there's a very simple blade. All these are designed thanks to the hose part that opens up. Gives you a little secret compartment. And that just screws back on. This one is actually different in that this was fashioned out of a wrench. I don't know if you can read that. It says crescent. It was an open-end wrench. Handle's the same. When I make stuff, and I've been doing this for 30 years now, you can see some of the airships I've recently made. In fact, these all go with the airships. These were inspired. Airship pirates need some weapons, so making them swords and daggers. And let's see. Again, that unscrews. Little compartment. Keep your valuables in there, whatever. One of the things I do besides metal sculpting is writing. So I've written 2 books now. The first one was The Kraken's Kin. There's one of the characters wearing a rocket pack and looking off for where the airship is. It's a story of airship pirates in a land of oceans and lots of water and few islands. And here's the most recent one that's just got released. A little thicker. Follow the Sunset. This is a sequel, and I'm currently working on the 3rd book in the trilogy. So they're science fiction stories. There's another one of the characters on a mission to find the lost city of gold with an airship. So back to the daggers. Now this one gets somewhere between a dagger and a knife, much longer. The wavy blade treatment seems to be a popular design. Torch handle again. Different kinds of torch handles give you different looks. Some of these will unscrew. Little place to hide your jewels or something. This screws back together. All welded construction. I plan on at some point maybe I'll do a video on a little more on how it's made, but lots of welding here, a lot of grinding, sanding. If you like grinding and sanding, here's a simple project. I'm really showing this a lot, so I think a lot of people can be doing it. You can get the materials, you can collect the materials anywhere. So now here's one. Different blade treatment again. And here I made a small scabbard. So in the realm of steampunk, put a gear on it, lots of different ways of decorating it. The smaller ones I've used a flattened tube. This was a copper tube. The tube actually came out of an ancient fire extinguisher. Flattened it around a mandrel, the right size. Did some welding up here and some soldering. Put it all together, and you have a very unique piece. This will wear that on your belt. And as I say, I like them all to be different. So I just finished 2. Here's one of them. I haven't quite decided on how to have this hang from a belt. I did put this piece on the end here. Here's a another one. This does have the rasp skin, dragon skin, I like to call it. Again, this unscrews and you can hide stuff. Some parts from a clock soldered on. This brass here is welder. There's no paint, no glues. It's just welding and soldering and all 100% natural metal colors. As with anything I make, I like the natural. And finally, we've got this boy. Different blade shape. Again, you've got the unscrewing. Opens up. I don't know what you'd want to put in there, but there you go. So this tube here was some stainless steel tube. I think was part of a sub pump or a well pump or something. I'm not completely sure. I've been laying around the shop for years. Some brass, and then the brass here is welded on using that same silicone bronze I talked about. In fact, all this here is silicone bronze that welds the blade to the handle and then built up and sanded to give me the desired shape. And I've tried various things, different looks. There you go. So if you go to Etsy, EdKIdera, EdKIdera, or to Instagram, which is a great place to follow me on. Again, EdKIdera on Instagram. You can see these knives, the swords, the airships, many of these, some of the bells I've made, canes, lots of other things. I've been doing this, as I say, just 30 years now, and made 8,500 signed pieces and easily 1,000 more unsigned pieces. And thanks for checking me out. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy to answer any questions.